Hello students, so let us learn fiber of chapter 2 of our science. So here we are going to discuss about fiber. So fiber is actually does not provide any nutrient to the body. So it does not provide any nutrient to the body, but then also should be a part of your diet. Why? Because it helps in removing the waste material from the digestive system. For example, if you want to remove the waste material from your room, what you will do, you will broom it. You need a broom. Okay, same like that, fibers help in cleaning our digestive canal. Okay, it cleans our digestive system. Therefore we should use a fiber, and the fibers are found in fresh vegetables and fruits. Okay, they are rich in fiber. So do not avoid fiber, do not keep on eating only one type of food. Some of you may like eating meat much, but remember that it does not have any fiber. It is rich in protein but no fiber. There is no fiber, you may face many stomach problems or digestive system problems. So let us see another topic, that is water. So water is actually very essential for our body. Why? Because 70% of your body is made up of water. It is needed for proper functioning of the body. So if your body need to function properly, you need water. And see, we loses water through urine and through sweat. Then the water is also present in the air that we breathe. Okay, that means the air which is surrounding us also consists water in the form of water vapor. And to keep our body healthy, we need a regular supply of clean water. We should always drink sufficient clean water to keep ourselves fit. Okay, so do not avoid water. So why this water is required? We will see some points here. All the chemical reactions in the body takes place in water medium only. That means whatever chemical reactions are occurring in our body, it takes place in the presence of water only. So it is the major component of the blood, and every cell, your blood is also full of water, and every cell of our body is having water. So it maintains our body temperature. You can see the ACs and the cooler also uses water to cool down the room temperature or bring down the room temperature. In the same sense, if you have a proper or sufficient amount of water in your body, then your body will remain cooler. Okay, it will be little cool than the others. It helps in digestion. Your digestion also need water. It helps in cleaning blood by forming urine. Yes, already know that blood has water, and this water only helps in cleaning the blood by forming urine. Okay, so let us move on to the next topic, that is a balanced diet. What is balanced diet? So the amount of food that we consume every day constitute the person's diet. Okay, the amount of food consumed by a person in a day constitute the person's diet. Okay, a diet should always contain carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, fiber and water in proper amount. All of these components, if present in your food, then your body will function properly. So the daily intake of food which contains all the necessary nutrients in the right quantity is called balanced diet. So this is the definition of balanced diet. That means daily intake of food which contains all the necessary nutrients in the right quantity is called balanced diet. So a balanced diet ensures proper growth of the body and protects against diseases. So if you are taking a balanced diet, your body will grow properly, and also you will be free from diseases. Hence, to remain healthy, we must source different nutrients from various food items. We must not stick towards only one type of food. We should try to take different types of food items available in the markets. You should try different kind of fruits, you should try different kinds of vegetables, and mainly seasonal vegetables and seasonal fruits are more important. Okay, so let us see. A person's daily diet depends on the age of the person. Yes, age of the person decides what type of diet he will or she will have. During childhood, the body is growing. That is why children need a carbohydrates and protein rich diet. You know this one, when the children are growing, they need carbohydrate as well as protein rich diet. So our daily diet also depends on the type of work we do. For example, a person who does little physical activity uses less energy and so need less carbohydrates. Yes, a person who is doing less physical activities, they should not consume much carbohydrates. Okay, although it is important to select a proper mix of food items in our diet. So already I have told you before also that there should be a variety of food items in your diet. There are few precautions we must take to maintain the nutritional value of food, as some nutrients might be lost in the preparation stages. That means how to prepare food, we should take care of that as well, because if you are overcooking or if you are overwashing, you may lose nutrients present in the particular food. So let us see what are the some important tips to preserve nutrients in the food. So if you want to preserve nutrients in your food, what important steps you should take. So overheating or overboiling should be avoided, as it leads to loss of an important nutrient, vitamin C. Okay, if you are overboiling or overheating, it will definitely lead to loss of an important nutrient, vitamin C. You know, vitamin C is very important, we have learned it about. So repeated washing of rice and pulses should also be avoided, because it will decrease the nutrient content in it. Should not wash the rice 2 to 3 or 4 times to make it look white. Okay, excess water should not be drained while cooking of rice and pulses, as protein and mineral content are lost. So sometimes you have seen that people cook the rice and they drain out, they throw out the water of it. So excess water we should not throw. Why? Because it will take protein and minerals with it. Understand? Peeling of the skin of potatoes and apples results in the loss of vitamins and minerals. Yeah, we often peel out the potatoes and apples also, and actually the peel of the potato and apple contains some important vitamins and minerals. Then exposure of cut fruits to air for a long time not only leads to change of color and taste, but can also reduce the nutrient value. Do not put your fruits cut open. Okay, you cut them and let them remain open. This will result in the loss of important or valuable nutrients, as well as it will change the taste and the color of the fruit. So washing vegetables after cutting leads to the loss of vitamin B and C. Yes, do not wash your vegetables after cutting them. Okay, before cutting them you can wash them, because if you will wash after cutting them, then the loss of vitamin B and C is obvious. So we'll discuss the next topic in our next class.